Hi everyone, I just wanted to start this video off by thanking all of you who watched my previous video on my Harley Benton Fanfret 8-string. There's a lot of interesting comments came out of that, and yeah, thank you for watching it, and I'm glad I've potentially helped somewhat with your purchasing decision, or I might not have, who knows. So online, I've noticed a bit of a recurring question happening on social media, forums, what have you, singing along the same kind of tune of, I'm looking to get into 8-string guitars. What should I get? To be honest, it's not really that clear cut, and I think you'll find a lot of varying opinions, but my humble opinion, I think there's two things you should consider when getting your first 8-string guitar. Now, before I get into those, I just want to say I'm not looking from an angle of budget. I think sometimes if you rely too heavily on the budget you've set yourself, you might either miss out or get something that's not really suitable for you. And that could go both ways. It could be you haven't spent enough, or you've gone and bought the absolute most expensive, sexy bit of kit, but it doesn't suit what you want to do with it. So let's look at budget as a little bit of an afterthought. Without further ado, here are my two considerations. The first one, okay, is a little bit of a cop-out, because it could apply to any instrument ever really, but just think to yourself, what kind of music do you like to play? There's a lot of 8-string guitars that are aimed at metal players, kind of proggy players, gent players, as they're the kind of scenes that have embraced extended range, but that's not to say that those guitars will be suitable for the music you'd like to play. They might be, they might not, but that's one thing to consider. If you play a lot of clean music and you've got pickups on steroids, you might not get on with it. So that's just one thing to think of. But the most important one, which is my second point, is you need to think really about the tuning you would like, because that will also dictate the kind of scale length you would like. Obviously the main reason a lot of people have gone for extended range is they want to have lower notes. So you want to make sure, almost like a bass guitar, that you've got a long enough scale length to let those low notes ring out. There's quite a few entry-level 8-strings that have a scale length which is a little short. My Harley Benton and my Ibanez IG8 are 27-inch, and that's more than suitable for a lot of tuning. But if you're looking to go into the depths of hell in tuning, you might want to go even longer in a scale length. I'd pretty much say anything under 27, I would steer away from. But don't take that as gospel, because if you play higher tuning, you might get on with a shorter scale length because you don't need you don't need the lower notes to ring out because you don't have those lower notes on there to start with. A good example of a decent scale length would be the Ibanez M80M, the one that Meshuggah made. Has got a 29-inch scale, and obviously the pickup helps it as well, but their low notes are so clear. On my particular tuning on these guitars, I have C sharp standard on the top 6, then I have a lower G sharp, and then I have another C sharp, which I believe is 2 octaves below that one. Might be 1, but I think my DAW the other day said that's C sharp 2 and that's C sharp 0. So if that's correct, that's 2 octaves lower. And I do find every now and then that the scale length isn't long enough to handle that. So I would say that is your biggest thing to consider. If you want to play some low stuff, make sure you've got a long enough scale length. The rest of it you can change. To be honest, you can get new pickups, new hardware, but the scale length and the kind of woods and bits, to be honest, if it's not bolt on, that's there to stay. So there you have it. I hope that's of some use to you, and if there's any other questions you think I can help you with, I'm not saying I'm the oracle, but I'll try my best, so just leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.